Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all having a great day. Listen guys, I'm going to keep it real with you. I was too lazy to get all dressed up, but I wanted to come do a makeup look for you guys, but I didn't feel like getting dressed up. So I apologize in advance. My hair's up in a bun, well, whatever you want to call that. I have a sweatshirt that is 5 times too big for me. This was like a 3X. It's humongous, but is one of my most favorite sweatshirts ever. I've had this thing for years and years. You can see, I mean, it's got little fuzzies all over it. It says sweatshirt, sweatpants, hair tied, and chilling with no makeup on. And I mean, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see how big this is. I used to fit into this. Yeah, I used to fit into this. Like, I can fit 2 or 3 of me in this now. Like, it's incredible, guys. Like, like, look. It's incredible. But I used to fit into this. And now it's humongous, but it's so comfortable, guys. So no, I have not put on 200 pounds. You can see, like, this is me. But yeah, I just love it. So anyways, that's what I'm wearing for this video. I mean, let's face it. Sometimes a girl just wants to play with makeup, right? That's all. And that's okay. It's fun, you know? And that's what it was. I didn't feel like getting all dolled up, but I wanted to play with some makeup. So we're going to play with some makeup. All right. We are going to use our VFX foundation today. This little beauty right here. I am using the shade 04, and I've already primed my face. I did my skincare, and I actually exfoliated my face with our Age Reversed exfoliating cleanser. Then I went in with some aloe cream, and then I did my primer, and I used the Silver 2 VFX primer. So I am going to make a little concoction on the back of my hand with the VFX and some, I am going to add a couple of drops of the Aqua Serum Boosting Hydra Drops, because I'll be honest with you guys, I like the VFX, but it's a little bit too heavy for me. Personally, I don't like my foundations to be that full coverage, and I find if I'm not careful, it can make me look a little bit, it can look a little heavy on me because my skin is so dry. So I've been liking just mixing up some of these Hydra Boost Serum Drops, and it seems to kind of make enough of a difference for me that I find that it just looks prettier on my skin, if that makes sense. Now, VFX is one of our most popular sellers. I mean, this is an amazing foundation, guys. I just don't use it that often, honestly, because I really like the BB and the BeFit Tinted Moisturizer for me personally for day to day. But once in a while, you know, I will go in with the VFX. It is a full coverage foundation. So you're going to get extremely good coverage with this. And it's long wearing. It's camera ready. It has photo filter technology in it. So, I mean, it's a really good foundation. Okay. Let me wipe the back of my hand off because we have plenty of product. So I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to start going in and placing that all over. And I use a damp beauty blender. You can use a brush with this foundation. You could use any type of sponge that you want, actually. Any type of a beauty blender sponge. It's up to you. any type of application method will work with this foundation. It's totally up to you. It's preference. So like I said, you can wear, this foundation is good for all skin types. If you have oily skin, we have our Stay Matte foundation, which is a full coverage foundation. If you like a more lightweight product, you could go in with our CC cream or our BB cream, and those are really good. And like I said, BB is my favorite. And then you can also go in with our BeFit Tinted Moisturizer, which is a great everyday, just enough to even out your skin tone type of foundation. It is a tinted moisturizer. So you are going to get just enough to even out your skin and to give it a little bit of a nice glowy look to it. Then we have, like I said, our Stay Matte is really good if you have oily skin, although anyone can use it. I would suggest if you have dry skin and you want to try the Stay Matte, that you add some serum drops to it, or the rose oil, or one of our, like a moisturizer in with it. But that's just me personally. That would be my suggestion if you are dry, but you still want to try it. So the other options that we have that I do sometimes is I will use some of our pressed powders in a one shade darker, and I'll use that as my foundation. So I'll just go in with powder, the powder as my foundation, and then I will add a little blush, little contour, and that's what I'll do for my foundation if I don't feel like going in with a liquid. Because now, if you notice, there's quite a few companies coming out with powder foundation or mineral foundations, and that's all it is, guys. It's just powder. That's it. So why not use one of our pharmacy powders, pressed powders, and use that for foundation? And I do use that quite a bit. I do not use liquid foundation and then go on top with powder, because I don't like the way that looks. But if my skin's really hydrated and I use the strobe primer first and then I go in with the powder and that's all I'm putting on for foundation, I do like the way that it looks. And I don't put like layers of it. I'll just lightly go in and powder my face. Okay, so we have our foundations on. And you can see it gives a really beautiful finish to my skin. It covers everything that I need it to cover. It is full coverage. And like I said, because I mixed it in with these Hydro Drops, it actually makes it look even better on my skin. Because like I said, this is a full coverage, and I am not someone who really uses full coverage foundation that often. So that's how I use it. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with our translucent powder, and I'm going to set my eyes. Actually, that's not the translucent. I want translucent. Here we go. I'm going to set my eyes, and we are going to start with our makeup look. So this is our translucent powder. And I like it because there is no color, and I don't want to add additional color to my lids because the VFX is so full coverage. It actually acts almost like a primer for me, where I don't really need to put a powder that has any type of color to it. And I'm just going to go under my eyes really lightly, just in case we get any fallout. I can hopefully wipe it right off. Okay, so as I said, transparent powder. Now we're going to go in. We're going to do kind of a simple eye look today. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the Iconic palette. And we're going to go in with the shade Leader. And I am going to place that in the crease. And it can be messy. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if some gets on the lid, that's fine too, because we're going to go on top of the lid with another shade. So you can definitely have some go on the actual lid. In fact, I may actually drag it down onto my whole entire lid and use it as my base. I think that's what I'm going to do. So once you put it in the crease, drag it down onto the lid. Now this is like a burnt orange almost. That's what I would consider it. It's like a burnt orange. This color is amazing for people with blue eyes or green eyes. It's just such a pretty color. And I'm just going to pick up my palette for a minute and use that. Guys, I am so upset. My vanity mirror that I bought, that I paid good money for, it doesn't work. It died. It died. Like, it was giving me problems. Like, I wouldn't, like, I would have to keep tapping and tapping and tapping it. It wouldn't go on. And then it would take me like 10 times of tapping it till it finally came on. And then today I went to put it on. It went on and then it blew. Every single bulb went gray and now it doesn't go on. It just does not work. And I can't bring it back because it's past the warranty, the return date. So I am not happy. I will never, ever, ever buy from there again. I think I got it from, I think it was Wayfair, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, definitely not pleased at all. So I'm bummed. I was going to keep it up anyways because it's such a big mirror, so it's kind of nice. But it takes up so much room on my makeup desk, my makeup vanity, and I was so mad at it that I'm like, I don't want to even look at it. Like, I don't even want to have to look at it. So I put it in timeout and we'll see what happens. I might just keep it and use it for the mirror, but I'm just so mad. It's like you pay good money for stuff and then it just doesn't last or it doesn't work. It stinks. But we'll see. So guys, tomorrow's already Wednesday. I have a ton of stuff to do, including calling my dentist because a couple of weeks ago, I have TMJ. So a couple of weeks ago, my jaw like popped out of place and it hurt so bad. It took me forever to try and like get it to like relax enough so that my teeth would meet each other again and all that good stuff. Anyone that has TMJ will know what I mean. And I went to the dentist like, I don't know, a few days later, had my teeth cleaned. They didn't do x-rays this time, but you know, she asked me any problems and I said, well, I'm having a little bit of discomfort because I popped my jaw out. But other than that, no, my teeth feel good, you know, no problems with my teeth. No pain, nothing. So she's like, okay. And I don't have any tooth pain per se, but I have pain still in this area, like where the hinge of your jaw is, like right there. And then it seems to be traveling like to the top part of my teeth. So now I'm thinking, okay, is it just the TMJ or am I getting a cavity on the top, one of the top teeth? So I'm like, oh, great, because the bottom tooth in the back, my last tooth, I had a root canal and a crown put on. So I know it can't be that one because there's no nerves in that tooth. So I don't know. And I really think it's still the TMJ, but now I'm starting to wonder. So anyways, I'm going to call the dentist and tell him just to take some x-rays and let me know, because I have spent so much money on my teeth. I do not want to have another root canal done and another crown. I've already had 2 and they're expensive. I'm still paying for the one that I just had done. So I'm like, I do not want to have to go and have another root canal done. Like, I can't afford it, to be honest. I just can't. So I'm like, I better just call and nip this in the bud before it gets too out of control, because otherwise we're gonna have a problem. So I'm gonna have to call the dentist and see what they say. All right, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with, well, first of all, I'm gonna be putting a color on top of this, which is from the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. I bought this. I think it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to be combining. So I think I'm going to take the color from there and I'm going to see what that looks like under my lash. I might go in with a different color. This is really pretty. It's actually very similar to the color I just used from our Iconic palette, as far as shade goes. As far as the shade of it goes. And then I think I'm going to go on top with one of the other shades from the Wet n Wild and kind of run it over top. Now this obviously is a little more of a bold look, so not everybody is going to want to rock this look. I get that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with my finger, and wow, that has a lot of fallout. A lot of fallout. I'm going to go in with this. This is the color that I was just dying to use. So I'm going to go in with my finger, and I'm going to place that on top of, ooh, a lot of fallout, guys. Pretty colors, tons of fallout. So this is going to go right on top of the Pharmacy shade that we used. I'm glad I used my finger and not a brush, because whew, that's the thing, you know. Some products have a ton of fallout, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's because it's cheaper or more inexpensive. Some shades just do that, and of course this is like a glitter type shade, but that is a lot of fallout. But that's okay. We're gonna make it work. That's why I hate using doing my foundation first. I should have done this first and then my foundation. but I was not thinking. I was too busy chatting. Okay. Yikes, there's a lot of fallout. Oh my God. Whew. Okay, let me try and clean some of this up. That is a lot of fallout. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I think that's cleaned up pretty good. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to go in with, let's see, I want to put even a little bit more gold, like maybe in the middle. Not sure. Well, first of all, let me put something underneath my brow bone, and I think I'm gonna put actually, you know what, I'm just gonna go in with the shade from the Wet n Wild palette. I'm just gonna go in with the lightest and put that right under the brow bone. You guys excited now? It's staying lighter longer. I'm so happy. I just want spring to come. That's all I want, is spring to come and make its way. All right, let me go in and blend that crease. Okay, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of Mermaid from the Iconic palette, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. Just a really pretty gold. Just really pretty. And then I need to try and fix underneath my eyes because that fallout really wreaked havoc with my under eyes. Whew. And I hate to have to powder underneath my eyes, but I think it's the only way to salvage this. Yeah, really pretty colors, guys. Like really pretty, but I don't know if you can see that. See how much fallout there is and kick up with the dust? Like it's really bad. Like there's a lot, a really lot. So beautiful colors, but you get what you pay for. It was $5, so you know, will I use it again? Probably not, because that's a pet peeve of mine. Like I hate to get all kinds of fallout, and like I said, sometimes you can't avoid it, but that's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm just bringing that gold down a little bit. And trying, I'm gonna have to put a little bit more foundation. Yeah, like this, you guys can see, like it's all over my hands, everything, like, yeah. No. I'm actually gonna go in with some more, a little bit more foundation and see if I can kind of go over some of that shadow because it looks really sparkly, and I don't want a sparkly under eye, which is the other reason why you should always probably do your foundation after when you're doing an eye look like this. That was my fault. I knew better. Okay. I think we've salvaged it as much as we're going to be able to, honestly. I don't think we can salvage it much more than that. It's just going to be sparkly. We're going to have sparkly under eyes. That's okay. Okay, so we have our look, which now we're going to go in. I'm all confused now. I got myself all messed up. Okay, I am going to go in with that lighter shade from the Wet n Wild. I know I'm a glutton. Why I'm even going back into this palette is beyond me. Oh my God. And I'm just going over that crease a little bit just to lighten it. Just to soften it a little bit. And I'm so afraid to even go in here. I'm like so afraid I'm gonna get it all over again. I mean, it's really pretty. Don't get me wrong, but ain't nobody got time for all that fallout. At least not me. That's just way too much work for me. Nope. But I'm spoiled, you guys. I'm spoiled because I mainly use just Pharmacy. So, you know. So yeah, it's beautiful colors, but a no-go for me only because of the major amount of fallout, guys. I mean, maybe if you wet your brush with the more shimmery colors, I mean, like I said, it's a gorgeous palette for $5, but yeah, no. There's just so much. The minute you touch it, it's just kickback city. I mean, like I said, beautiful colors, really pretty, but just way, way, way too much fallout for me. Okay, let me wipe my hands. I mean, it's even in the palm of my hands, everything. So, yeah, but that's okay. I will find somebody who will want to use it, I'm sure. Like I said, I might keep it and just wet the brush the next time I was to do a look like this. And that might eliminate some of the fallout. You know, we'll see. We shall see. Okay, now we're going to go in with mascara. Now that my hands are nice and clean. All right, we're going to go in with... I think I'm going to go in with the vegan mascara. I haven't used this mascara in a while. So I'm going to get some usage out of it before it actually needs to be replaced, because every 3 months you should replace your mascara. So let me use it. Now, I really do enjoy this mascara because it has a bristle brush, and I am very much attracted to bristle brushes. They are just one of my favorite type of brushes. I just think they really do such a great job at separating and lengthening. And they tend to not really get your lashes cakey or thick. They just, I don't know, just something about a bristle brush that just makes me very happy. And this is vegan, which is another plus. You know, for all of you people who are looking for vegan, we have it. And it has a really good payoff for pigment. I can see a hair on it. It's driving me crazy. Let me get a wipe, because I can see it on the tip of the brush. It's still there. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that's good. I think we got it. So many technical issues this evening. All I wanted to do was play with some makeup. And I did get a little tiny dot of mascara. I'm going to let it dry. And we will wipe it right off with our spoolie. So let's go into the other side. So guys, like I said, if you have blue eyes, this color is going to look amazing. Or if you have green eyes, this color combo looks perfect on green or blue. It's just going to make your eyes pop so much. I love the fact that Pharmacy has so many mascaras to choose from. Like, you will never get bored. You could use a different mascara every single day. And for me, that's a good thing because I love mascara. That's like my thing. I love it. And this wand, guys, because it's bigger on the end, it's so easy to use and hold and stuff. You get such good control with the wand. It just feels super comfortable in your hands. I absolutely love this. I need to actually order another one. I ended up getting a couple of free mascaras for my incentives this month, which was amazing. I got a free double lash extend. Last month I got something too, a mascara too. I think it was the, what was it? I don't remember, but I have a nice collection now of brand new mascaras, but I don't have another new vegan one. So I will probably place an order for that. And I just use the end of the wand to get these little baby lashes to come out and elongate them. And it just does a really nice job. So anyways, that is what's been up with me. Just been getting appointments done and catching up on things at the house that needed to get done. My son's rooms are done. Thank God, because I'm still trying to recover from that. You know, I forget that I am not, 20 years old anymore. Like, it's bad. I don't know what happened. I turned 50 and all hell broke loose. Really, really bad. I'm still so sore from moving furniture and putting furniture together and moving mattresses and just my back is like killing me. But it had to get done. But I am glad it's over because I really don't think my back could have tolerated much more, to be honest. I really don't. My back and my shoulder. Really bad. Okay, so we have our mascara. I'm gonna go in with my spoolie and clean up that little spot. Right there and right here. Okay, and see how pretty it makes your lashes? They just come out looking so natural, and just they get all separated. So even if you have like less lashes, it's going to make you look like you have more than what you have, if that makes sense. See, it just spreads them out. And they just end up being amazing. And the other thing I really like about the vegan mascara is you can go back in after it's dried a little and go in with a second coat and it doesn't clump up. So I love that. Some of them, if you go back in after they're dry, it gets clumpy, and this one does not. So I can appreciate that. All right, so we have our eyes are done. I can't believe it took all this time for me just to do eyes. I mean, really, Charlotte. Okay, we're gonna go in with my favorite Peach Bite palette. We are gonna put on some blush, a little bit of highlight, and call it a day. So I'm gonna go in, do I wanna contour? I'm gonna go in with just a little contour. I'm not gonna contour a whole lot. I'm gonna go into the contour shade of the Peach Bite palette. And I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth back into my skin, warm it up a little. And then we're gonna go in with blush. And when I contour, guys, I just honestly just slap it on. There is no rhyme or reason to how I contour. I have my own method of contour. Believe me. Nobody wants to copy my contouring method. but it's okay. Nobody has to. It is just simply how I choose to do it. And I go above the hollows of my cheek when I contour instead of in the hollows of my cheek. It's just how I like to do it. Okay. Then I go in with a big fluffy brush that's clean. And I just blend that contour out. Blend, blend, blend. And like I said, you guys contour whatever way you want. It's totally up to you. Because chances are, the way you contour is a whole lot better than the way I do. I can guarantee it. Okay, now we're going to go into the blush from the Peach Bite. And just smile. I really should change my clothes before I take pictures for you guys, but you know what? It's real life. You guys will have seen the video, so you're gonna know what I looked like in it, right? Right. So, why? Why be concerned at this point? What I look like in the pictures. I'm gonna take a small brush. I'm gonna go into the highlighter. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of highlight. Not too much. Just a little. With this brush, and then I go in and I will blend it. Maybe put a little bit down the center of my nose. Put that one back. And go in, and then what I usually like to do is I usually go back in with my damp beauty blender and just kind of melt that into my skin. You can see it just kind of melts that highlighter in, so it doesn't look like it's just sitting on top of my skin. And if you want, you can go back up and just go over the points of your face up here that you put the contour, and that will end up picking up any loose powder product. And then we're going to obviously spray our face with some setting spray. Okay, so now we're going to go in with lips, and let me see what color I want to go in with. I might do a combo. Let's see. I don't know if I want that. That's kind of dark. I'm going to start off with 03, and then I might go in with 08. I don't know. I think I'm going to go in with 03 first. And I do need to get my mirror so I can see. So that's 03, guys. And I don't know. I might end up putting a little bit. I might mix a little bit of 08 in there. Let me see. I'm just dotting a little bit of 08 Sunset Breeze. Kind of making like a mixture. Kind of making my own custom color. And I didn't use a lip liner. So I'm just going in with my finger and just making sure that that color's blended and the lines are okay. And I just, of course, got lipstick on my chin. Let's clean that off. Yeah, that's pretty. I like it. There's a little bit more of a contrast. And let me go back in with 03. That's really pretty. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. Yep. And again, I'm just going in and smoothing that out. And I overdrew my lips just a little bit. That's really pretty, guys. I don't even know if it's going to come across on camera, but in person, this is so pretty. This lip look is just super nice with this. It balances itself really well because the eyes are so vibrant. This just really, oh, there's glitter everywhere. This really balances it out. And it's still in that same color group. I'm just going to put a little bit more, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the blush from the Peach Bite. I felt it was a little too washed out with just the Peach Bite blush. That's better. I was looking a little too washed out. That's better. So let's spray our face. I do not have any time locker spray, so I'm gonna go in with the spray that I have. I'm gonna let it dry for a minute. And then we will recap what we used. I am going to get this off my hands. And guys, do not be afraid to use our liquid lipsticks with your mask because it's not going to go anywhere. You will be good. I'm telling you, this stuff like is amazing. It stays on your lips. So good. So good. Okay, let's recap what we did, because some of it was good and some of it was a hot mess, just like my hair. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Guys, I mean, look at these eyes. Can you see that? That's incredible. Okay. VFX Pro Primer. VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation in the shade 04. We mixed it with the the Aqua Hydrating Drops Serum. That was a mouthful. Yeah. Boosting Hydra Drops. Okay. From the Aqua line. Mixed a little bit of that in with the VFX foundation. Then we went in for eyes. We used the Iconic palette. So we went in with Leader on the crease in the lid. Then we went in with the Wet n Wild palette, which this one was, I'm not sure what the name of it was because the sticker part ripped off. But we went in with this shade, a little bit of this shade, and I used a little bit of this just to soften that crease a little. Would I recommend it? It's okay. It's an okay palette. It's got a lot of fallout, a lot of kickback to it, but they're pretty colors, okay? You do get some payoff, but would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't repurchase it. Will I use it again? Probably with a wet brush. I might, but without it being wet, I don't know, because there was just so much fallout with that palette. So, but it was $5, so take it for what that's worth. Okay, so then we went into Peach Bite palette. We contoured with the Peach Bite, and we used some of the blush and the highlight. And then I went back into the 3-in-1 palette and used a little bit of the blush from that. And then we used a mixture of 03 and 08 liquid matte lipsticks. We used our vegan mascara, and we used our transparent powder to set our lids with. And then to just help clean up with some of that fallout, I did go in with our Cool Light pressed powder just to kind of clean up underneath for the fallout. And that's how we got this look, guys. I think for the most part, it came out really, really pretty. I'm very happy with the way it came out. I think it looks super beautiful on my eyes. You can see my eyes just pop. They look really good. Like, all you see is eyes when you're looking at my face. And the vegan mascara, guys, you need to try this. I know it was limited edition, so I'm not sure actually if we still even sell this. I'll make sure I check and I'll let you guys know. But if they still have this, you need to get this. It's so, so good, guys. And what else? I think that's it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, it was just, you know, nothing fancy. You can see like my sweatshirt is like horrendous, but it's comfy. So, but yeah, so I hope you had fun. I hope you got to spend a little time just to yourself to watch this video, and that it just was relaxing for you to watch. I hope you got something out of it. Maybe it will inspire you to do a similar look. Hope it gives you some ideas. And if you want any of these products at Pharmacy, you can get them on my website at www.pharmacyus.com/Charlotte Cardoso 2. And as always, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook at Charlotte's Cosmetics and More with Pharmacy. I'm on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. So all those places you will find me. So go check out some of my videos, guys. Go check out my Facebook page. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'll get back to you. And if you need help with a skincare regimen or a makeup routine regimen, let me know and I will help you. We'll get you some products and you can get started using Pharmacy. And I know you will not regret it. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee also, so you can try these products. If you are not happy with them, you can return them. You have 30 days, but I doubt that you'll want to return them. So, and if anyone is interested in the business end of this company, and you would like to become part of my team, private message me and I'll go over all that with you, and we'll get you started on your own journey and your own adventure with Pharmacy. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. You have a great night and have a great day tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.